All right, welcome back. We've got the random reset finale. I should be in the last year, hopefully, of simming and getting these players out of here. If you can't see, 2044 right there. We're waiting for, I literally think it's three players. It is Steph Curry, it is James Harden, and it is Blake Griffin. Are the three players we are waiting for to retire, pretty much. And then we can go over this finally. I know I made you guys wait a long time for this, even though I kind of said I wasn't gonna. That's my bad. That is my bad. Um, yeah. But hey, we're ending this. We'll start a new series most likely on my second channel, which will be in the description below. Probably won't be this. It'll be like a rebuild of a team most likely. I might wait until playoffs are done because I kind of have an idea of who I want it to be, but we'll see, of course. But yeah, please, I really need them to retire. I don't even think any of them are. I don't think Blake Griffin, I don't think is even good. I don't think James Harden is good anymore. I think Steph Curry was the only one that was like 80, 85 plus overall now. So, and honestly, that might have been 2 or 3 years ago. Who knows? I feel like I've been simming this for a while. Um, yeah, I was just another big man, dude. The big men have won all the MVPs in like the last I don't even know how many years. It's quite literally been insane. Like I guarantee you, if I went to the best players in the league, um, they're like yeah, they're all like bigs. They're all big. There's these 7 foot 7'3" like centers. They just dominated the MVP awards and stuff. Of course, the one team, and basically while I've been doing this, I haven't been looking at any of this. None of them retired. None of them retired. We might just see what their overall is going into this season, and yeah, might just be kind of just let them be. Um, and we'll look at their resumes individually because again, this is but that's only if they're like not playing. Like if they're like sub 80. Let's see. He's an 83. He still averaged 16. Oh no. Oh, so James. Okay, so it's actually just him. I'll go one more year. He gets one more year to call it quits. I believe this will be year. This will be the 20th year, I think, or maybe his 19th year. But yeah, we're just getting through it. Let me know a kind of what kind of a series you would like. Again, I do want it to be like team oriented. I don't want it to be like league oriented like this, like we've done in the past. I've done one on my main channel now. I've done one on my gaming channel in 2K25. Um, yeah, but stay tuned in for on this channel because we are doing stuff during all playoffs. We're rebuilding teams once they do get eliminated if they need. Although we might do it. I don't know if we're gonna do every team when they get eliminated, but like the hot topic teams, we've already done the Hornets. I kind of feel bad because I pre-fired the Orlando Magic one when they were in that second play-in game and they won game one of their series. So I don't know if I'm gonna be able to use that video. If especially if they advance, I definitely can't. But I don't know. Who do we have tonight? I know the Celtics and Sixers play tonight. I think the Lakers and Rockets play tonight, and then we got Spurs and Blazers. So series that I all like to watch. The Celtics, Rockets, and the Spurs were basically my three favorite teams to watch this year. So, um, well, the Celtics and Rockets are always there, but the Spurs, how can you not like watching the Spurs? Predictions. I think Celtics go up 2-0. I think Spurs go up 2-0. And I don't know if we have news. KD is still questionable. KD needs to come back. 7-foot center, who's 25 years old in his fourth year. The Spurs are kind of okay too. And they won. Oh my god. Curry, call it quits, bro, because we're done. There we go. He calls it quits. Good for him. And he does make the Hall of Fame. Again, we will go over Hall of Fame eventually and all that stuff. Thank goodness. So now we can finally get to the reviewing of this part. So we are in 2046. It would be the 2047 season if we were simulating. But we're not. We're just going to the start of the season just because it's going to be where it's easier to look at everything. Everything will be available. But that's not what I need to look at. Let's look at... We'll do NBA records first. So nobody ever got over 73 points, which it's hard to do just generically in 2K anyway, so I'm not surprised. Field goals made. So most three-pointers made in the game was Benedict Mathurin at 13, followed by Booker. I'm not going to pay too much attention to auto-generated players because that's not what they're about in this. So Booker, Curry, and Peja tied for second. Free throws made. Gallinari hit 29 in a game. Jalen Green hit 27 and Boogie hit 26. Rebounds, yeah, not going to happen. Assists, Westbrook got to 25, but everything here happened before our time. This was all before us. Chris Paul had 10 steals in a game. Kawhi had 10 steals in a game as well. This was all before us for minutes. Turnovers, Gary Payton 13, Jaeger Demon 12, and Kendall Gill 12. Now a game in the playoffs. Dirk tied for first. He hit 61 points. Let me ooh, yikes. That is not what we wanted to hit. We want to move me to probably right. Actually, no, we're gonna get to listings and things. So I'm gonna put myself over here. All right. So Dirk hit 61, Ray Allen hit 60, Moses Malone hit 60, and Wemby hit 58. Field goals made, Shaq, Ray Allen. Three-pointers made was 11 by Khan and Curry, and then some randoms. Free throws made, Cade Cunningham hit 27, Curry, Love, Malone 26. Rebounds, nope. Assists, wow, okay. Random guy, but Mikal Brown Jr., the first, again, technically not in the NBA, but we did include that draft class. Mikal Brown did it twice, actually. He did it twice in the same series, maybe? That's 9 days apart, maybe in 2 series, but blocks, Powell had 9. Steals it was really just Jordan for things that were real players or not before our starting point. Nothing for minutes. Turnovers, we got Curry. Okay, now if we go to in a season, most points in a season was a couple years ago. This dude, Jose Alberto. What did he average for that? I kind of just want to see that. He's on the Thunder. He's not on the Thunder. Okay. He might have retired. Oh, no, he's right here. So, that was this season. 34 points per game. And he played all 82. Yeah, that's a lot of points. That is a lot of points. Basically, if it has the April 12th, if it has the whole long date, that means it happened in our time period. Nothing for field goals made in the season. Threes is all us. So Khan hit. Ooh, I think that's what 5 short of what it is in real life, right? I think it's like 402, 403, by Curry in real life. Khan again. Curry and Connor just destroyed this thing. LaMelo's here, and then a random free throws made. We got George Gervin. A lot of guys that were there when we started the league. Rebounds, nothing. It's going to be dominated by Will and Bill because they're unreal numbers. Assists, so Magic's up here a bunch. Auto-generated, Westbrook, and then auto-generated. Blocks, nothing. Steals, Mike in 93 did it. Minutes, nothing. Turnovers, nothing. Points per game, nope. Nobody cracked 34.5 points per game. Interesting. Field goal percentage, Malwatch. Oh my god. Malwatch and Zion. 3-point percentage in a season, right? Not a career. 60%. We got like Nate Aments there. We got like Desmond Bain, Dwayne Wade, which is kind of surprising. He probably didn't shoot a ton. Free throws. Okay, that's. I think Calderon is 98, like 0.1 in real life. So beats that barely again, I think. Rebounds a game, nope. Assists per game, really? Oh, no, we do have a bunch. What am I looking at? Stockton, Magic, and then John Folks. Blocks per game, Kareem in the very first year. Steals was LeBron in 2009. Minutes, not happening. Games played. Omri Caspi played 87 games. How do they even let him do that? That it makes sense if you don't know for the scheduling and like back then, but this was like not even. This was 8 years ago. This was 7 years ago. This was like a year ago. How are they playing more than 83? Because back then, some teams would have 15 games played while the others would have 9 played. Nowadays, you're really not. Every team is basically between a 1, maybe 2 game gap for games played. So this kind of surprised me that it happened this much. But fouls, Chris Sinak, I guess, is the king of fouling out, or king of fouling. 40-point games in a season, nothing. 50-point games, nothing. And then 60-point games, Moses Malone had 2. And then these other guys. Triple doubles in a season, Jokic had 24. Magic had 22. And 20 again. Alright, now we go to career. LeBron James is the all-time leading scorer still with 40,000 points. This is stuff you want to see. Scoot was like 800 points behind. Cade Cunningham was like 300 behind Scoot. How many? So we got Vig, Curry's 5th. Kareem drops all the way to 6th. Dirk 7th. Kobe 8th. Giannis gets to 9th. Westbrook 10. Luka was 11. Pierce, Ja. How many 30,000 point scorers do we have? Oh, AJ missed it by 10 points. We've got 26 30,000 point scorers in the NBA. I think in real life the number is 8 or 7. It might be 6, honestly. I think Harden's close, and I think he's 8th. I don't know. So, but again, some more people like Trae Young, VJ, Cat, Kevin Love, MJ's here, Jalen Green is here, Cooper Flagg's here, some guys like Wilt and Moses, like people that probably were already here or were already on track to get it. Again, the people that just missed out was like AJ, Gilbert Arenas, Brandon Ingram, Kyrie, Tim Duncan, LaMelo, Larry Bird, Ben Simmons, Zion, Marbury, Tatum, Clyde Drexler, Rose. So a lot of people got a lot. Field goals made still goes to LeBron. Again, Scoot's close. 3-pointers made. Who else? Who else would do it? Steph Curry with almost 6,000 career threes. I think he's definitely over 5,000, I believe, in real life. Ray Allen, Trae Young, Peja, Paul Pierce, Kneppel. Paul Pierce. That's kind of. So Dirk is like the first big we see. These guys, who knows? These guys might be, but like real big. So Cat made a bunch. Ant made a bunch. So that makes sense. Rob Dillingham almost had 3,000. Free throws made. Cade and Scoot with the only people over 9,000. Rebounds. Victor Wembanyama got pretty damn close, actually. Him and KG were pretty close. Cameron Boozer is pretty impressive as a guy who's more of a forward than a big. Same with like Kevin Love. But yeah, I mean, nobody's gonna pass that, obviously. Assists, so Magic, Russ, Tony Parker, this guy that we've seen a couple times, Curry, LeBron, there's Stockton, Wade, Lonzo, Luka, Ja. Wow. Mike Conley, Jason Kidd, Scoot. Scoot's got to be in the Hall of Fame, right? I know we looked at it when we were doing episodes and stuff, but blocks. LeBron James is the all-time leading blocker. He beat Victor Wembanyama by 11 total blocks. Kareem wasn't far behind. You know, Kevin Garnett. Ooh, we got like some Evan Mobley. We got Chet up there. Jackson Hayes, maybe the most surprising name that we've seen high on these lists. Nate Ament, Marcus Gasol, Alex Sarr, DeAndre Ayton. Okay, steal. So LeBron is the all-time steal getter by a good amount, by almost 700 steals, and the all-time league blocker. So probably, and if I remember correctly, the greatest defensive player in the league of all time, for sure. But Gary Payne, Mike, VJ, Isaiah, the older Isaiah, Cooper Flag, Lonzo up there, love it. Nate Ament's up there too. He had to have had a pretty good career too. Minutes goes to LeBron by 55,000. Wemby, Ingram, Ingram. Wow. Turnovers, LeBron, Scoot's up there. You know what would be great is if I could have a list of everyone in their resume and then we make our own top 10 list like for each position based off this, but that's a lot for something that's probably going to be way too complicated. Who had Scoot average 26 points per game? I'm not counting Kareem because, again, Kareem did a lot of his damage before we started this series. Obviously, he was old when we started in the 80s. But Scoot, 26 points per game is the most career average by someone that we dealt with. Cade, 25. Dominique, Jordan, Jalen Green, Victor Wembanyama, Curry, and LeBron. There's Kobe, there's Dirk. Field goal percentage, Malwatch, we knew was the go to that. Conan Niederhauser's up there. Duran, Zion again. For a star, Zion being 7th is pretty damn good. I thought that was Danny Wolf. This is Joe Wolf. 3-point percentage. So Drazen Petrovic, 46%. Makes sense if you knew what he was doing. Rest in peace to him. Desmond Bane. Free throw percentage goes to Bones Highland, Kneppel. Okay. Then the more current Isaiah Thomas. Mo Williams, Jamal Murray, Gallinari. Okay. Rebounds per game. We'll see who's the first that we dealt with. DeAndre Ayton. 12.5 a game. Pretty good. Assists per game. So John Stockton we dealt with. Yeah, because he's part of the Jordan draft. So he's technically is the first one. We dealt with a lot of these guys. The only ones we really didn't is Oscar Robertson and like, yeah, it's really just Oscar Robertson, honestly. Blocks per game. We've got Alex Sarr. Okay, 2.2 per game. We see Tim Duncan. We see the Admiral. We see Wemby, Davis, Chet, Embiid, Gobert, Shaq. Steals, Gary Payton. Yep. LeBron is seventh. Minutes. Not going to be anyone, I don't think, for a while. I don't even know how. Victor Wembanyama. Okay. At 34. He averaged 34 minutes. Games played. He beat Brandon Ingram by 14 games. LeBron actually just recently took this too from Robert Parrish in real life. I think Parrish is like 16-11 games played, so these would be the only two that broke it in real life. Fouls, that was pretty obvious. Scotty Barnes, Clyde's not far behind with Boozer as well. 40-point game. Scoot Henderson is the best. Wow. Cade Cunningham is right behind him. 50-point games. Cade Cunningham with 14. Scoot Henderson with 13. Curry with 11. Darren had 10. Okay. And then 60-point games. Darren Peterson. Isaiah Westbrook. A bunch of people have done it. Once, it looks like. Triple doubles. Oh, Jokic couldn't quite pass him up. Magic and Ben Simmons and Luka weren't far behind, but then there was kind of a gap between where you get to Lonzo, LeBron, Darren, DeJounte. Okay. Total point. All right, we saw that. Okay. Now let's look at NBA history. So basically people that won MVP, KG won while you guys didn't see. So did Karl Malone, Mark Jackson, I guess. Joe Smith had won a couple. KG won another. KG won his kind of far apart, about 8 years apart. Joe Smith again, Karl Malone, the Admiral, Joe Smith again, the Admiral 3 times in a row. Oh, that's right. They had this ridiculous team. I remember that. Then McGrady, Flag. You guys saw the rest of this. Tim Duncan. Luka, LeBron, Ben Simmons, Wemby. We got a bunch. So again, there's gonna be a better way to see this. I promise. Rookie of the Year we don't really care for until Steph Curry won the year. That I know you guys didn't get to see Curry's rookie year, so that's why I'm showing you. I wish I wrote it down. Like, who's a crazy Rookie of the Year winner? Like, when we started here, Ralph Sampson, Westbrook, okay, Turkoglu, Gilbert Arenas, Boozer, Jordan Butler, Larry Johnson, Josh Giddey won for his draft class. Dennis Schroeder won for, I don't even, is that like 2013? What, I don't even know what draft class he technically is off the top of my head. Alex Sarr, nothing. I mean, James Wiseman, okay. D'Lo. Nothing too insane. Again, when you think about people coming in as their rookie forms, not a ton of these are too surprising. So okay, 6th man of the year. Manu, of course, he had to do it. Ron Artest also did it. John Williams, Tim Duncan did it, and what would I assume would be his older years. DPOY. This is where you're gonna see a lot of repeats. So the Celtics guy won it 4 times, then this guy won it 3 times, but David Robinson, 3 times. Scottie Pippen won it a couple. Sean Marion, KG. David Robinson, so that's 5 for him. When's it gonna appear? You know it's coming at some point. Look at that. There it is. Yep, there it is. There it is. So what is that? That's one. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's 10 DPOIs. 10 of them things. Akeem had a bunch. Oh, Akeem. Oh. Uh-oh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. No, did he only get 9? Oh, he got 9. Oh, that sucks. So, okay, so there actually is a little competition in that boat. Most improved doesn't. You don't really care too much about who, like Malik Monk, Rajon Rondo, Jason Tatum. You don't, right? You don't care about a ton of most improved stuff, right? Clutch player, you probably don't care too much about either. But we got like Karl Malone, Curry, Ray Allen, Dirk. No, not a ton, right? I'm not going through all the teams. Um, Coach of the year, there's probably got to be a big stretch. The Kings had a big stretch. The Lakers had a big stretch. The Cavs had a nice stretch. The Nets, the Magic, the Cavs, yep. All right, now we go to. Do we do past champions? All right, we'll do the championships. Actually no, we'll look at it, but I'll show you guys like per team again later on. So like Cleveland had it a couple times. A lot of different champions. It appears. Again, I don't really know. I'm just simulating, and it's not like I was keeping track. But the Cavs got a bunch. The Cavs are probably up there honestly, because the Cavs had some really good eras. The Kings got a bunch. The Celtics got a bunch. The Warriors had a couple there. The Cavs, see, like there's the Cavs. The Nets have a ton, right? That's 5 right there. In that little stretch there, there's some more Magic. And then yeah, for the Cavs too. So the Cavs are definitely up there. So, league leaders, we've got like a 34. We saw that. Curry led the league a bunch. Who's the craziest player? Okay, one of these guys. Trey Johnson, D'Angelo Russell led the league in scoring more than once. Luol Deng led the league in scoring. They're not Bones Highland's beating that. Never mind. I was gonna say no, nothing's beating Luol Deng. Bones Highland led the league in scoring, bro. Rebound. I don't care about this stuff. Hall of Famers. So this is what we want to see. We got to go all the way down. Got to go all the way down and do it this way like Curry, Hall of Famer. He wore number 4 for his career. He averaged 24 and 8 in his career. He was no MVPs, 15-time All-Star. Ooh, that's it. That's it. It doesn't show all NBA for some reason. It shows defensive teams, but it won't show all NBA. So that's gonna suck just a little. Manu was a 6-time All-Star. What else? So just 6 times. Okay, I hate that the All NBA isn't here. We got like Sean Marion. We'll see who's like the most outrageous Hall of Famer. Maybe as of right now, it's Lonzo Ball. But KG made it. Ewing made it. It doesn't even show championships. I hate that. I hate that. Andrea Bargnani, yep. Pippen, Robinson, Durant, Bryant, Paul, Peja, Iverson. Again, just kind of take a look here. MVPs galore. You can't see championships or all NBA teams. Maybe the 2 most important things, but whatever. DeAndre Ayton, Jaden Ivey. Oof. Um, Scoot. I'm just saying, kind of some of the surprise ones. So Nademan does make it. He was only a one-time Defensive Player of the Year, okay, but he averaged a steal and a half and a block and a half in his career, so that's pretty good. That is pretty good. Nothing too crazy. Nothing too outlandish. MVP. Did we look at this? We did, because this is, yeah, okay. Team records. No, we're not gonna go through, right? I mean, we could say who's the all-time. I'll do who's the leading scorer to see if any of the ones that are technically. So no one's even close for the Celtics, which surprises me because not a lot of people are switching teams like that, like they do in real life. So the fact that there's literally not a current player in the top 10 is kind of ridiculous. Oh, they don't update it. Got it. Got it. Because, yeah, nobody's ever scored for the Memphis Grizzlies? Okay. So we can't look at that. We can go to team history, though. All right. The Sixers got 5 championships. How many do they have in real life? Like 3. I probably around there, right? 3 or 4, maybe. Because you talk like Julius Irving, although Wilt might have been Golden State at the time, but the Bucks got 2, which I think is one more than what they have. Because right, they just have the No, they won with Kareem, right? So this is right. This is actually right, I believe. Not much change. The Bulls, obviously, that's a big change. Only 1 ring to their, obviously, 6. Jordan got them. 9 NBA championships for the Cavs. And unlike some teams that we're about to run into, a lot of those all happened in this series. 19 for the Celtics, so that's 1 more, obviously, than in real life. Because I think it was just 13. I think there was 13 Celtics championships before this, because there's 11 for Bill Russell and the 2 for Havlicek. So I think that's... So they got about 5 or 6 in this. Clippers still have none, which is crazy because they had Wemby at one point. Can you actually see that? Maybe you can't. Huh, okay. Grizzlies got 1. Hawks got 1. Heat got 2. So the Cavs is going to be... The Kings got 6. They obviously only have 1 from like 1948 or something. Knicks have 2. That's exactly how it is in real life. Lakers only have 11. How many of theirs are... They probably got like 2 or 3. Maybe 2 in this series. The Magic... The Mavericks got 1. The Nets got 6. That's big, too. So the Nets, the Kings, the Cavs all got a bunch. But the Cavs technically got 9, and they didn't have any before we started, because the only one that the Cavs have in real life is the LeBron James one. So the Pistons, who was at the Pelicans at 4. That's good for them because they're not an old team. They're not an old team at all. Pistons 3, Raptors 1. Rockets have none. Spurs have none. They had Curry too. The Suns have 5, which is... They have 0 in real life? I don't know. I know they've been there a couple times, but OKC's got 1, which is right. Timberwolves don't have any in real life. Portland does, I think. Bill Walton. Warriors 5. I think that's how that is in real life too. Because the 4 for Curry, and it might be like 6 for them actually though. And then the Wizards 3. Wizards got 3. What else? Retired? I mean, we can see so many retired. You can actually unretire jerseys too. That's kind of funny. Yeah, so like these are some of the people they had, and they never won. So it's kind of interesting. I'm not going through all that though. Okay. That might be everything to look at, right? Right? Because there is nobody left. These guys are not real people. Nobody here's real. So I think that is gonna end this. I think it is going to end it. Yeah, I think we're good. I think we're done. Who was the very first Hall of Famer we put in that we put in? It no Moses was there, Larry was there, Magic was there, Dominique, I think he was there already. Clyde, right? It's either Clyde or Westbrook. So that's good. All right. I think that's gonna end it. Thank you guys for watching. Remember, like, comment, subscribe. I hope you guys enjoyed the series. I know I kind of stretched it a long time. Sometimes it was not on purpose, but that's it. Go follow my gaming channel. We'll be doing some more series type things over there. And thank you.